Listen, the internet is producing more content right now than any other point in human history. More videos, more posts, and more podcasts. Oh, and by the way, they're even producing more newsletters. And most of it is invincible. Now, that's not because people aren't working hard, not because the platform changed the algorithm again. No. And it's not because you don't have the right camera or the right editing software. It's invisible because it's generic. And here is the uncomfortable truth that nobody in the creative space wants to say out loud. AI didn't create this problem. We did. And if you don't understand what's actually happening right now in 2026, you're going to spend another year creating content that is going to get ignored. Hey, what's going on? I'm Anthony Porter, founder of the Armand Media Group, media entrepreneur, and someone who's been watching this creator economy evolve in real time. And today I want to talk to you about something that is reshaping what works and what doesn't. And that's for creators and entrepreneurs trying to build a real business online. This isn't a video about hating AI. This isn't doom or gloom. This is a video about opportunity, specifically the massive opportunities that open up when most creators are doing it wrong. Stay with me because the next 10 minutes could be the reset your content strategy has been waiting for a while. Now check it. A few years ago, creating content was enough, right? You show up, be consistent, post good stuff, and then you're supposed to grow. Now that was the playbook, but guess what? That playbook is dead. Not because the platform changed, although they did. Not because the audience got pickier, they did too. It's dead because the barrier of entry for creating content is now zero. See, AI can write your captions. AI can script your videos. AI can generate your thumbnails. AI can also do your email sequences. And did you know that AI can do your carousel scripts? See, all of it in minutes, not just seconds, not hours, not months, not days, but minutes. And millions of people are using it, which means the internet is flooded. It's flooded with content that looks polished, sounds complete, and says absolutely nothing. Here's where most creators are going wrong. They say this and think. I need to produce more content to compete. More posts, more videos, more reels. That is the exact wrong move. See, volume was never the advantage. It just used to look like that's what it was. See, the real advantage has always been and always will be where people are just being specific. Specific perspectives, specific stories, specific frameworks that come from your lived experiences. And right now, that is the rarest thing on the internet. See, attention is dying. Attention is migrating. People are getting better and faster at filtering out the noise. They've become trained by the algorithm and by their own exertions to skip anything that doesn't feel real. But here's where it gets dangerous for most creators. They're trying to compete on production. They're trying to compete on production value. They're trying to compete with better cameras. They're even trying to compete with better thumbnails and better editing tools. None of that matters if your content doesn't have a point of view. Here's the part that nobody wants to talk about. AI can replicate information. It can also replicate lived experiences. It cannot replicate the specific perspectives that comes from your story. It cannot replicate your background, from the failures to the wins that nobody else has had. This is the new mode. See, in 2026, media is the leverage, but only if the media is yours, meaning it reflects an identity, a worldview, a philosophy that cannot be copied. Think about the creators and entrepreneurs who are actually winning right now. They're not posting more. They're not just using AI to scale their volume. They own their own lane. They have a message that is so specific to who they are that the audience can't find it anywhere else. Now that's the shift from content creator to media owner. And once you make that shift in your mind, everything changes. Now, real quick, before we go any further, if you want to go deeper on this particular breakdown and strategies like this that's every week, check out the Media Leverage Report. It's free, it's tactical, it's built for people who are serious about what it is that they do. The link will be in the description below. Let's get into the system. All right, now, Here's how you stop being generic, not in theory, but in practice. You got to have steps with this, right? So let's get into step number 1. Own your lane with a signature framework. See, generic creators share information. Authority creators share frameworks. A framework is a named, structured way of seeing a problem. One that only you could build because it comes from your specific experiences, all right? When you package your methodology into something with a name, something proprietary, you stop competing with everyone else in your space. A lot of people don't get that. You become the only person teaching that thing. And that way is how it's supposed to be. See, audience members don't say, I follow a business coach. They say, I follow the person who teaches your specific framework. Your brand gravity. That's how you stand out. Make your story the content. You see, most people keep their story separated from their strategy. They think the audience wants tips and tactics, not the backstory. That is so backwards. Think about it. It's just so freaking backwards. Your story is your differentiator. All right? That's the path you took, the specific failures, the specific pivots, the moments that changed how you see the game, man. This is not what makes your content this is what makes your content irreplaceable. AI can't tell your story. It really can't. It can help you craft your story, but it can't tell your story. But it can help you package your story. Using AI as a production tool and not a voice replacement, that's the move that you need to be thinking about. So your story isn't a liability. It's your greatest competitive asset. Feel me? All right, so now we got to talk about step number 3. You have to build a content system and not a content schedule. Did I just say that out loud? I think I did. Here's what most creators burn out. They treat content like it's a task. They post on Monday, post on Wednesdays, post on Fridays. Check the box, repeat. That's so boring. That's not a system. That's a treadmill. And I'm telling you, real content systems, they start with one piece of a pillar content. That's the long form video, a podcast, a deep dive article. And then what does that do? They take and they distribute it across all short form platforms. One shot, multiple formats, maximum leverage. This is how you build volume without sacrificing you being so specific. This is how a media company model works. Now, step number 4, monetize the attention you already have. See, most creators are setting on an audience they haven't even properly monetized yet. Not because they don't have the volume to offer, but check it out, because they haven't built the bridge between their content and their offer. Every piece of content you create should have a clear next step. A newsletter or blog, a lead magnet, a community, a product, something that takes the viewer from massive consumer, listen to me now, to active participant in your ecosystem. Attention without a pathway is just entertainment. And entertainment does not pay your bills. You understand that? So monetize the system. Design it intentionally. Here's the real conversation. See, most people are treating content like a marketing tactic. Something you do to get leads. But the creators who are going to win this for this decade, the ones who are going to build the real influence, real income, and real ownership, they're treating content like it's a media company. They're not just making content, they're building a brand that stands on something. They're creating IP that compounds over time. They're building an audience that belongs to them, not just the platform. This is what I mean when I say media is the new leverage. It used to take millions of dollars and a Hollywood deal to have media leverage. Now, a camera, a message, and a system is enough. But only, and I mean only, if what you're building is real. The internet is killing generic content. That's not a threat. That's not a filter. The noise is being eliminated. The ones who are left standing are the ones who showed up with a story, a specific way of moving, and a system. The question isn't whether you can compete. The question is, are you willing to stop being generic? Now, do me a favor, man, and understand this. If today's video hit different, the Media Leverage Report is your next move. Every week, I'm breaking down the systems, the frameworks, and the real talk about building a media-powered business in this AI era. Guess what? It's free, it's tactical, and it's built for people who are done playing small ball. Subscribe with the link below. And if you get, trust me, if you got any type of value from this video, share it with somebody who's still posting and wondering why nothing is working for them. Man, I'm going to see y'all in the next one, man. We out of here.